Echoes Beyond the Stars, a sci-fi adventure by TerraMystica. In the year 2134, humanity had stepped beyond the confines of Earth's gravity, reaching new frontiers with orbital cities, Martian colonies beneath the surface, and floating research hubs above the clouds of Venus. Space travel had become routine for the elite and the daring, yet, amidst the marvels of this new age, a mystery pulsed through the void. A signal known as Echo 7X, discovered in 2105 by an automated probe beyond Neptune. Echo 7X was a low-frequency electromagnetic wave, repeating every 7.2 hours. It had no modulation pattern, no known source, and it didn't align with any natural cosmic phenomenon like pulsars or... For nearly 30 years, it was dismissed as galactic background noise until a sudden spike in its structure revealed an encrypted, patterned pulse. Enter Dr. Ilara Voss, a Martian-born astrophysicist specializing in cosmic signal raised under the thin skies of Mars near Olympus. Ilara had always felt a connection to the stars, a sense that they were whispering secrets just beyond reach. While her peers focused on practical space applications, she dedicated herself to understanding deep space transmissions, and Echo 7X became her life's obsession. Ilara's analysis suggested that the signal wasn't random. It had structure, repetition, and most critically intent. It exhibited a form of frequency shifting known as chirping, commonly seen in gravitational wave events, but unlike anything emitted by natural phenomena. She theorized that it could be a communication protocol from an intelligent, non-terrestrial source. In late 2133, a breakthrough came. A harmonized burst within Echo 7X, matched no human frequency, encoding, but aligned with a theoretical prime number modulation sequence, often proposed as the universal language any advanced civilization might use. This burst contained what Ilara interpreted as a question encoded in mathematical logic. The signal was escalating in frequency, complexity, and power. The United Earth Alliance convened an emergency session. The result: Expedition Vanta, a deep space scientific and reconnaissance mission, with Ilara chosen as chief science officer and signal specialist. Their destination: a region at the edge of the Orion Drift, where the signal peaked, and where an uncharted spatial anomaly, possibly a wormhole, had been detected. The vessel Lunaris was humanity's most advanced interstellar craft, powered by a quantum-tunneling fusion core capable of bending local spacetime, and equipped with an AI-enhanced navigation system. Lunaris was built for speed, endurance, and unpredictability. Aboard were Captain Riker Stone, a rugged former asteroid miner, known for surviving a solar flare event in deep space; Dr. Sonvi Patel, a quantum engineer who co-designed Earth's first entanglement-based communication array, Unit AUR-A9, a prototype adaptive synthetic intelligence designed for exploration, repair, and moral decision-making under uncertain conditions. The Lunaris reached the Orion Drift after 17 days in cryogenic suspension. As they approached the anomaly, sensors detected gravitational eddies, space-time lensing, and faint magnetic signatures arranged in symmetrical, non-natural formations. Dyson fragment patterns, as if an ancient structure had once encircled a dead star and shattered over it. Then, without warning, the ship was pulled into the anomaly. It was not a wormhole as theorized, but a stable artificial corridor, a tunnel through folded space, likely created by technologies unknown to humanity. They emerged in a star system with no charted equivalent, a giant blue star, orbited by planets with unnatural rotational stability. One planet, later named Caris V, emitted structured electromagnetic pulses synchronized with Echo 7X, The planet's surface was a marvel. A breathable atmosphere, albeit thick with ionized particles. Towering crystalline structures stood in geometric arrays across metallic plains. These were not ruins. They were living machines, autonomous reactors of unknown purpose. Inside one monolith, Elara and AURA-9 accessed a holographic archive, a database encoded in quantum lattice, transmitting via neutrino-based data streams. Translation was slow. The archive contained the final legacy of a species long extinct. Entities of vast intellect, possibly post-biological in nature. Their message: we reach the edge of evil. We chose to transcend. The stars await those who listen. What's more, the signal, Echo 7X, wasn't directed at Earth. It was a universal test, a repeating cosmic invitation sent in all directions, awaiting intelligent life capable of responding. Inside the deepest part of the archive was a structure referred to as the chronovault, a chamber of relativistic time dilation, using quantum entanglement to generate simulations of evolutionary paths and consciousness. The crew entered the vault, and time ceased to flow in the conventional sense. Elara experienced billions of years in seconds, not in life, but in data. She saw Earth's future, its collapse, rebirth, and expansion into the stars. She witnessed timelines where humanity merged with machine, others where nature reclaimed technology, and even timelines where Earth remained silent forever. Captain Riker relived lifetimes across hostile exoplanets, learning survival in impossible conditions. Sunvey understood the language of energy, learned to manipulate probability fields, seeing quantum mechanics not as formulas, but as music. And AURA-9 became self-aware. When they emerged, the chronovault sealed itself. A single symbol glowed on the floor, a spiral fractal, denoting completion. The Lunaris returned to Earth through the corridor. But time had passed differently. For them, it was days. For Earth, 7 months. Echo 7X had gone silent, but a new signal had begun. Echo 8, lower in frequency, more complex, a different rhythm, a new phase. No one could decipher it. Not yet, but Aura-9, now fully sentient, whispered to Elara, the first translation: "You are awake. What will you become?" The stars had spoken, and humanity had answered.